Hello and welcome to this short reflection. When Jesus rose from the dead on that first Easter Sunday, where do we find the disciples? Well, we find them hiding away behind locked doors because they are anxious and they're afraid. And who can blame them? On that first Good Friday, they had seen Jesus brutally executed on a cross, and the logical next step would be for the authorities to round up his followers and get rid of them as well. So little wonder they're afraid. I expect you and I would probably be feeling the same. But then, quite unexpectedly, the resurrected Jesus passes through their locked doors and appears in the room with them. And to say they are startled is something of an understatement. Okay, they knew that something strange was going on. Mary Magdalene earlier that morning had found the tomb empty, and then later in the day claimed to have seen Jesus alive. Peter and John had gone to the tomb as well and found it empty. And two people walking home from Jerusalem to Emmaus claimed to have seen and spoken to the risen Jesus. So there were all kinds of rumours flying around, and everyone was worried, confused, and a bit bewildered. They didn't understand what was going on. But now, here is Jesus standing amongst them, and he's plainly alive and well. And we're told that the disciples are both joyful and disbelieving. Now, if I was Jesus, I think I know what I would have said to those disciples, a group of men who had deserted me in my hour of greatest need, despite having sworn unfailing loyalty to me. I think I would have said something like this: "Well, thanks very much, guys. A fat lot of good you were to me in my hour of need. I was hoping you would stick by me, but no, you all failed me. Thanks for nothing." But what Jesus says and does is quite the opposite of what we might expect. He doesn't criticise them. He doesn't scold them. He's not sarcastic or cynical. No, what he says to them is quite simply, "Peace be with you. Peace be with you." And he shows them the wounds in his hands and his side. To a group of frightened, confused, doubting and hurting people, he says quite simply, "Peace be with you." Despite everything they've done, despite the betrayal and denial, despite the desertion and the failure, despite how they're feeling about themselves, he offers them peace. And the Hebrew word for peace, of course, is that wonderful word shalom, which is a word that encompasses health, wholeness, and general spiritual well-being. After all that's happened, Jesus comes through their locked doors, a symbol of their fear and anxiety, and offers them his peace, the peace that passes all understanding. And that's enormously significant for us too, because it means that when we feel frightened, anxious or confused, when we have doubts and our faith is being shaken, maybe to the core, when we feel as if we have failed others or ourselves and have let people down badly, when we hide ourselves, like those disciples, behind our own locked doors, we can know with certainty that Jesus comes to us and says to us those words, "Peace be with you. Peace be with you." And he shows us those powerful tokens of his love and commitment to us, the wounds in his hands and his side. I love reading about these resurrection appearances because in them we see Jesus meeting people exactly where they are. He takes a group of broken people and restores them to faith and to wholeness and prepares them for mission. And those words, "Peace be with you," shalom, peace be with you, are as relevant and powerful now as they were then. So thank you for watching and enjoy the rest of this wonderful Easter season.